What's up? SolarCruiserDude here, solar on the go, gaming on the go. My battery bank's looking pretty good, so you know what? Let's play some Destiny 2. Oh my god, this fucking Wayne dude is driving me fucking crazy. So, he's probably messing with the system. So he called me, the guy I built the solar system for, he's up in the mountains and shit. And I don't like going up there.
Mountains.
Yeah. I don't like going up there. Dude kind of trips me out. He looks and sounds like Steve-O, but he's not really that fucking...
It's not as cool.
Not that cool, you know? Because, like, he tried... Because the situation is so... He doesn't understand. Like, I'm going into the mountains, and, like, a mile and a half... I have to go a mile and a half down this dirt road in his fucking car to get to his fucking little area. And it's some pretty cool shit going on there. I gotta admit, like, the dude's got a really cool vibe going on there, but, like, he gets very impatient and just, like, his mind, I think it's because when I first met him, he said that he used to smoke crack. So, like... That should have been my first warning sign, but then I was like, hey, it's fucking money, dude. All I gotta do is build this guy's solar system, and it works. But
yeah,
I think
he's not doing crack while you're out there working.
I don't think he can. Like, he wheezes. Like, he did something to his body, I think. He has a wheezing condition. Fuck, I'm missing all my shots. He wheezes, and, like... And I'm like, this guy doesn't seem very healthy. I'm going up into the mountains where I have no signal. I have no idea what this guy, like, his mindset is. Like, he could just trip out on me for any reason because he used to do crack. Seems like a nice guy. I'm not gonna, like... He doesn't seem like the guy that can do that, but there's still that possibility. You know what I mean? I'm concerned.
Yeah,
so,
you can't trust a crackhead.
Or ex-crackhead or whatever. He smokes weed and he says he probably doesn't even want to do that anymore because it gets him all worked up. He gets worked up and then he has a hard time, I guess, dealing with his emotions. So I'm up in the mountains with this guy and...
yeah.
And, like, I have to completely rely on the fact... Like, I could probably get my car through there. I probably could. Not that I want to. It's a really, really fucking dirt road, and my PT Cruiser doesn't have really good shocks, or there's some stuff going on with my car that I need to get fixed. So, like, I'm in this situation where, like, he called me, he's like, yeah, my shit's not working, man. Like, real fucking heavy breathing. Like, yeah, man, I need help with my shit. My inverter's not working. I'm like, what the fuck did you do to the system? Like, I'm trying to ask him questions, trying to diagnose it over the phone, and I'm like, yo, what does your battery bank say? It's 13.7 volts. And I'm like, dude, you're getting plenty of power from the sun. Your battery is strong. It's definitely not going to be a battery problem. What do you, like, are you sure you're plugging your inverter in the right way that it's supposed to be? You're not doing it, because he says the inverter is making a beeping noise, which usually happens when you either underload or overload the system. So he already said the battery makes over 13 volts. That's more than 100%. You have plenty of voltage there, plenty of electricity. So I'm like, okay, he either got an inverter that was a 24 volt inverter for a 12 volt system, or he's somehow overloading the system, because it's not underloaded, because the battery bank, he said, according to him, when he's hitting the buttons on the charge controller, which is pretty much telling you what the battery bank is at. It's at a healthy level. It's not the fault of the battery. So he said that the inverter that we hooked up, the 400 watt inverter, we had just got it in there. He blew a fuse on it because he hooked it up wrong the first time. So that's my first, like, my guess is that he's not doing something right. He's probably hooking it backwards or something, and he doesn't realize it. But he's for sure knows that he's doing it right. According to him, he thinks that he's He's not hooking it up backwards, and he said he's bought 2 or 3 inverters and it does the same thing. I'm like, well, there's gotta be something going on. Like,
Yeah.
in my mind, no, because I'm diagnosing it over the phone, I could have a lot more information. He doesn't want to fucking give me. Like, dude, I keep asking him, dude, send me a picture of the inverter. I want to see the inverter. And he's like, I don't need to do that, man. Like, you just gotta look up on the phone to see if, like, what's causing the problem. I'm like, well, if it was that simple, why didn't you fucking look it up on your goddamn phone instead of texting me
right.
and calling me? And then changing, I guarantee you he changed something about that fucking...
There's a lowest common denominator here, man.
Right, like, I'm like, dude, I guarantee, I'm not saying it to him, but, like, I guarantee you, like, because I remember before I left, he was talking about moving it. After I'd already told him, like, hey, you know, this is a pretty good spot, but, you know, over there would probably be better. And then, lo and behold, after everything's set up, oh, man, you know, there's probably more sunlight over there, you know, the trees over here, it's like, I'm like, yeah, kind of like I fucking said. Like, before I just completely built this system for you, and I'm fucking drenched in sweat, ticks all over me, and, like, it's the hot-ass mountain. I'm not moving this shit for you. He's like, oh, yeah, man, it's okay. That's fine, this'll work. And then, like, he pays me for everything, and I get to use the shower. He has a shower. He's a nice guy. Like, I'm not hating on him. Like, he's cool, and he just kind of sketches me out, and he doesn't really, he's very hyper, and he doesn't really think about things in the, other than, like, you know, fucking, I need my needs met. And so a couple of times, he's like, you know, I paid you a lot of money to do this for me, man. And I'm like, yeah, I built it. That's it. You know, like, if you're fucking with the system and it's not working the way that I designed it and set it up, that's not my fucking fault. And, like, I'm not trying to say that to him. That's what I'm thinking in the back of my head. I'm like, okay, maybe I can help this guy out and try to get something going for him so I don't waste a fucking trip up there. So he's probably going to call me tomorrow, and I'm trying to tell him, like, it's like, everything that I'm trying to get him to send me the specs. Like, just send me a picture of the specs on the inverter. And I'm trying to ask him simple questions, like, did you use the same cords that came with the inverter, or are you using different cords? Because if you're using a different fucking cord, it's not the right gauge. If it's not 4-gauge wire, because you have a 1,000 watt inverter, it's not always going to use 1,000 watts. But from what I know about electricity and what I know about inverters is that you're either overloading or underloading, and I've already kind of fucking scratched out the idea of underloading, like, especially if you tell me you're getting 13.7 volts, like, come on.
Yes. Yeah, something's wrong here.
Yeah. But, like, he's so resistant to sending me a picture of the inverter, and he's like, go buy one. I'm like, why? You have 3 of them at this point, and none of them are working.
For some reason.